Yep, it's fireplace vibes when it's 50 degrees outside and raining.
It feels like we're camping like in the middle of the woods. It's really pretty here and it's really quiet here because we are early on the camping season. It is cold. We went straight to the jackets.
So this is Sea Pines RV Resort, and it is in New Jersey. I think the town is called Swanton.
Swainton?
Swainton?
I think it's Swainton.
Could be Swainton. And it is very close to Cape May, very close to Wildwood Beach area. And I think this is a very popular vacation area for a lot of peoples.
And at this site, they asked for my driver's license at check-in, and then they held it there until I went back to report our site number. I've never had that happen before. I totally get it because people don't like to go back and tell the rangers where they are.
These New Jerseyans mean business.
So I went back up and I reported our site number promptly to get that back.
Give me my license back.
I said that.
We're gonna settle in for the night, and tomorrow is Cape May Day.
I'm really excited for Cape May.
We're gonna go to the boardwalk. Junebug. June. Hey girl.
There's squirrels out there. She doesn't care about you.
Yeah, they're squirrel hunting. Yeah, beautiful area. Nice and woodsy, and we're excited. So you guys have probably noticed in a lot more of our videos that we're not taking the dogs out on these kind of excursion days. And that's because they're a handful with 2 of them. So trying to film and trying to handle 2 dogs and get them to walk in a straight line can be difficult. We've always missed our little excursion days with the dogs.
Yeah, they're actually a great icebreaker for us to mingle with strangers because people just don't go up to people to talk. But if there's a dog there, holy moly, we get to make a lot of friends that way.
So I was quite disappointed when I was reading about the promenade or the beach walk here in Cape May that they don't allow dogs in the on season. And one blog said April was the beginning of the on season. Another one said May 1st. And I was really confused on what to believe. Today is May 11th. And I went on to Google Maps and I zoomed in on the street sign and I saw a sign that said the off season was September 15th to May 15th. So I think we're right in the end of the off season.
The final weekend in the off season.
So a quick, easy drive for us. I think it was about 15-ish miles, about 20 minutes on the map. I think it's a toll road we gotta go on, but nice and easy. Oh, look at that, exit 0.
Yeah, it's always fun to have an exit 0.
Wildwood is another place we want to go visit. Of course, parking is always something we need to look up before we go somewhere we've never been, and I'd love to share that information. So in this particular area, Cape May, lots of metered street parking. It's very touristy. It looks like it's one of those areas that you can park for multiple hours, like, you know, all day if you want to. You just have to pay the meter, which is $1.50 or $2. And I did read there is free parking at the elementary school, but I think we're gonna drive all the way down to the promenade and just park. There's plenty of metered parking there. Beach Street is where the promenade is on, and right on the beach. I could only imagine the locals being kind of irritated with these dog laws where they're not allowed to bring their dog to certain areas, you know, 6 months out of the year. I know I would be. You can already see and feel the small town charm.
It is charming. There are so many little markets and shops and yard sales. I'm getting the itch to go out and yard sale shop.
Hopefully it's not too early in the season where a lot of things aren't open.
Yeah, that could backfire on us.
I read that Cape May has the 2nd largest collection of historic Victorian houses behind San Francisco, which is kind of a crazy stat.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it looks like 10-hour parking.
10-hour parking, that's a long one.
And I already see dogs on the promenade.
Woohoo!
See how big these spots are. So this is that type of street parking that is about 21 feet, I think these spots are, because our truck is just under 21 feet and we just barely fit. So
you've heard me say it, and I'll say it again. We do not have 16 inches to spare. With the 3 pieces that we have.
yeah, we are so out of practice bringing the dogs on our little trips that we forgot the leash.
This is embarrassing. Yeah, so our campsite is so dirty that we just picked up the dogs and put them in the truck so that their feet didn't get all dirty. And then we forgot to bring their leashes, which we've never done this before, but we're gonna try to be resourceful and use their seat belts and create a little bit of a leash with some carabiners.
Yeah, we'll be able to make something work.
We'll make it work. We're not driving back home for leashes. But wow, Aaron just asked me if I packed the leashes and my face dropped and I said, no, I didn't bring any leashes. Did you bring any leashes? Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Sorry, we gotta
No,
go.
we'll figure it out. Okay, let's see what we got.
We figured out the lease. We figured out the lease situation. We figured out the We figured out the leash situation, and we just pieced together 3 of their
seatbelts.
seatbelts, so it's gonna work. They're already getting tons of attention, these little doggies.
Yeah, we've already talked to 2 different. I'm assuming they're locals, and
We didn't even get them out of the truck all the way.
Yeah. I need to go to the bathroom right away. Aaron, you mentioned that there's restrooms every half a mile on this promenade?
Every half a mile on the promenade. This is where all the locals come to run. All the locals bring their dogs in the off season, and this is a place to be.
I love it. There's people out and about. There's always good energy. We love promenades. We love river walks. We love anything that people are out walking, just because everybody's generally in a good mood, out being active, getting some sunshine and fresh air, just like what we want to do.
It's like hot when the sun's out and cold when it's not.
I know.
Springtime. Beautiful white sand beaches here. Wow. And they're wide. I could only imagine this place in the height of summer on an 80-degree day. They're like, yes, back on the beach. They even have this nice little white plastic walkway on the beach, just so you can like get out, be really close to the water, but not have to walk through the sand if you're wearing shoes. So we forgot poop bags back in the truck. This is one of those trips that is not starting out too great. Did you get them? Nice.
We always carry a spare roll of poop bags in the car, and look at this.
Enough to...
You know what? We just avoided spending like $100 at a local boutique pet store by getting 2 leashes and a poop bag thing.
What a way to start it out. Okay, let's head to the coffee shop.
I need some coffee.
Can you smell it?
I smell it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, surprise me.
Okay.
The hot latte sounds good. Cold latte might be good. I don't know.
Cold sounds kind of refreshing.
Yeah, it's like hot and cold at the same time.
Hot and cold. It's hard to know which one to do.
You went with the iced, huh?
I did. Yeah, because I'm like taking layers off. It's getting hot, and you know what's going to happen if we drink hot coffee.
Yeah, we should probably sit in the sun then, because it's a little chilly in the
Are
shade.
you cold?
In the shade, yeah.
Okay, so I got you a regular, and I got fancy, and I got a lavender lattes, both lattes.
Lewis.
Oh, cheers. It's good. You guys want some water?
All that pulling you guys are doing.
Attention makes them thirsty.
So far, Cape May has lived up to all
It's worth the hype.
its hype.
Yeah.
really beautiful.
All right.
If it was 80, well, let's say if it was 75 degrees and sunny today, it'd be really busy.
It would be so busy. Good boy. June. Sit. Good. Down. 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 Good. Wait. Okay. June. Okay. Good, Basenjis.
She went right down to it.
You guys did good there. Good, Basenjis. Yeah, that was probably one of her best ones.
Well, I think we got a good little taste of the promenade. Got to see some people walking, some dogs, got a little nice coffee break. And I think next we should get off the main drag here and onto the back roads a little bit and work our way towards Washington Street Mall. Now, I hear that is not dog friendly no matter what time of the year, so we may not be able to go in, but I think we should at least check it out.
We're gonna do a drive-by.
Houses. Makes you feel like we're up in New England already.
No. Okay guys, let's go. Every time we turn a corner, it's like, wow, look at those houses. And you just gotta stop and pan and look at them. They're all different colors and accents, and the detail is so beautiful.
So now you can see why they say this is the second largest historic Victorian houses like out there.
Yeah,
there's so many.
This is definitely a place you wanna walk around and just give yourself a couple hours and just take in the views and do the sightseeing. Like, you could easily just walk around doing nothing and enjoying the detail.
Copper gutters. I've never seen that. This is so cool. It is beautiful.
Can you put that on our RV?
Yes.
It's really
Next
pretty.
mod, copper gutters.
It's really pretty. Let's go, guys.
Wah, wah, wah.
Look at those pretty tulips. We decided to start our East Coast lobster roll-a-thon. The game is on, and we started here in Cape May at Quincy's Original Lobster Roll. We got 2 hot lobster rolls drenched in butter on a delicious roll, and we also got a thing of clam chowder soup and Old Bay French fries because we're really hungry. And I'm really excited to dig in. It smells delicious. We took it to go. We found a little sidewalk with some sun, some beautiful tulips, and it's chow time.
So the rolls here are $17.99, which we're just starting, so we're not sure how that price is going to hold up, but I bet it's a pretty good one.
All I know is back in Minnesota, the Lobster Shack sells them for like $19. Now, what I liked about this Quincy's is they gave you an option to get extra lobster on your roll. 50% more lobster for $6. And when you do the math on an $18 roll, that's a good value. And I would have done it if we were only doing the sandwiches, but since we got those sides, I said, that's a lot of food. I don't need it, even though I want it, so I skipped it. But it's a great value. Oh my God. Just that French fries good. Extra ketchup for Aaron. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Take those pickles off.
Oh, get that pickle out of there.
Aaron doesn't like pickles. This one will be yours.
What is that pickle doing there? Do you wish you got the extra?
Yeah, I wish I would have got the extra. But
Yeah, that $6 for double lobster sounds like a good deal.
But this whole bag plus the drinks cost $58.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I wish I would have got the extra lobster, but
The bite I just had was delicious. It's
was
just
it still hot?
No, it wasn't freezing cold, but it wasn't as warm as I would have liked. But it's a lot of lobster.
You do kind of got to reposition the lobster.
Oh, June, you smell that? I would hold that over your... Yeah, you don't want to lose any of that.
The reason I took such big of a bite is because there's so much bread at the end. And I was trying to get past the bread and into the lobster. I should have just broken some of that bread off, but by the time we're done with our lobster roll off, I'm gonna be a pro at eating these. And the lobster is really good. The roll is really good. So the lobster is meaty and buttery. And yeah, it's not piping hot anymore, but that's okay. It's not ice cold either. And I think a big part of this is the roll, which you get a little bit of crusty, a little bit of soft from the butter. You don't even need to put the lemon on it. Like, you don't need any condiments. It's just good. Right?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I should have got the extra lobster.
Yeah. Rookie mistake. Rookie.
Next time. Wants to cuddle with her. He's cold.
Okay, first off, I'm gonna rate those fries as like a 9. Those are really good. Super seasoned up with Old Bay, and they're warm, squishy, and thick.
What I liked about them is it wasn't just a light sprinkle on the top of the fries. It was heavily seasoned on every single fry. Like, they season it and they mix them up, and they get everyone extra generously salty and seasoned.
Don't be cheap with the Old Bay.
Don't be cheap with the Old Bay. I was cheap. I didn't add on the extra lobster, and I regretted it. Next time, I'm gonna do that for sure. Now here's a little rundown on the situation with the lobster rolls. Okay, this Quincy's place, they offer a cold lobster roll that's mixed with mayo, and then they do a hot lobster roll that's drenched in butter. They also offer a third one that's a lobster salad, and I don't really know what the difference is. It looks like there's a little bit more like crunchy veg added into the lobster salad.
I think it was just...
It's also mayo based.
Yeah, it looked like it was more chopped up.
More chopped up with other stuff added into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the warm.
We always stick with the warm.
This looks like a classic clam chowder, New England style. Hot, hot, hot. Not bad. The cream base is a little runnier than I like. I like it a little thicker. Good clam, good potatoes.
The flavor's good.
I'm gonna have to say like 7 on the chowder.
Oh, okay.
Chowder. 7 might be a little generous.
I think a 7 is generous, yeah. And you're right, it's a little too runny. And for how runny it is, there's not enough potatoes and clams in there. There's a lot of runny, creamy broth. But they do give you these crackers. I do like putting oyster crackers in my chowder, and I think that's gonna help fill out the runniness a little bit. But you shouldn't have to doctor up your soup, right? It should just be thick, delicious, and chewy. And this is very slurpy, so I I would hate to give them a 5.5 on the soup, but I might give them a 5.5 on the soup. Are you gonna eat more of the soup?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You know, you're a real married couple, true soulmates, true lovebirds, share soup. But Aaron only halfway loves me because he always has to have the first half of the soup, and I eat the second half of the soup. But hey.
Hey, there's rules that you gotta abide by. Soup is not a shareable to a lot of people, no matter who they're sharing it with.
If you're true love mates, you can share a toothbrush.
Okay. Okay. Well, you can really, really see why people come to Cape May.
I want to come back, and I haven't even looked yet.
This is a really fun spot that you could easily spend a week. There's probably, there's just so much you could do, and we, of course, can't cover it all. So I don't know if we're going to be back or not, but I'm glad we got to see it. We love these little glimpses of all these places that we go across the country. Like, we don't need to spend an entire week here. We could.
We could, but yeah.
I just love being able to, immerse ourselves in it a little bit and check it out. So great half a day in Cape May. Maybe we'll be back, but the other part of our visit here is Philadelphia.
Philly.
Philly. He just glared at me like, don't tell me to take a nap. I'll nap when I want to nap.
Louie, that's a nice Basenji set.
He's so tired, but he still wants to look out the window.
You know what? They had fun seeing all the doggies today.
Yeah.
He's never sat quite like that before.
Oh, my feet.
Ever wonder where the name Irene Iron Travels comes from? It's actually named after my online fitness and nutrition coaching business, Irene Iron Fitness. I help people move better, feel better, and eat better with strength training and real food. No fad diets, no harsh restrictions, no counting calories, and absolutely no processed food in a package. If you want to get stronger and feel better at any age, check the description below for the links with my new client special, or join in on our next and upcoming group challenge.